8:20 a.m. in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I am on my way to upstate New York with a 2-year-old because this week I am going to show you guys where Josh and I met. I've talked about this story if you watched my very first couple of videos about how and why we moved to America from the UK. There's a lot of information in there about summer camp. So that's where I'm headed today. I'm going to take you guys along on the journey. Don't really know what I'm saying right now because this is earlier than I ever like to see anybody. But let's go. We need to rally. I have a 2-year-old in the next room and I have a flight to catch. Welcome to camp. After a 2.5-hour flight and a 2.5-hour drive, we are now in upstate New York. The nearest place you might have heard of is Bethel Woods. That's about a 10-minute drive from my exact location right now. Bethel Woods being the place like where the hippie festival started and that sort of thing. I'm going to do a little bit more about that in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned. As always, before I get into it, I want to remind you why I'm showing up here, why I'm trying to grow a personal brand. I'm an immigrant, I'm a Brit, I've moved to America with my husband and my 2-year-old, and I'm currently working to launch a retail business. It gives all its proceeds to homeless and veterans in America, which is something that has really struck me as a cause in need since moving, and I wanted to find a way to give back to the country that has taken us in. So that is my ultimate goal and the reason that I'm trying to grow and monetize my brand and my content. And it's not something that I could do without this wonderfully unexpected community. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning here, thank you. And I hope you enjoy this channel, which is all about British me discovering all of the amazing cultures right here in the States through travel, food, experiences, and just sharing our story of settling in with you guys too, because it's a hell of a change. Make sure you are subscribed to get the latest updates and follow me on TikTok and Instagram, the same handle @_Amber in America for more behind the scenes and to hear more of the business updates as things are moving, because this is something I'm actively working on. Without further ado, I've made a few notes here today because I'm talking about something that happened in 2018, which was not planned, not expected, feels like a lifetime ago, but also feels like yesterday. So I was trying to remember how it all happened, and I had to write some things down so that I don't forget. I wanted to tell you that today I'm going to be doing a show and tell of our relationship that led to us living here in the US. So if you watch my very first 2 episodes I mentioned at the beginning, that was kind of the full story of how we met, and summer camp featured really heavily in that. So today, on today's episode, I wanted to show you actually where that happened, recreate our first date, just a few little like charming anecdotes and stuff. But next week, stay tuned. If you're watching this and thinking this place looks cool, or wow, this opportunity opened so many doors, and by the way, I'm not an anomaly. I know so many people who have lives have changed just from making this one decision to come to summer camp. So if that's you or a family member or a friend, somebody you might know, no matter what country you live in, then stay tuned, because next week I'm going to do like a full tour of camp, give you the how, the why, all of my advice, things I would do differently, things I would do the same, to help you potentially open a bunch of doors that you wouldn't open just by living the same life that everybody else does. But back in 2017, when I made the decision to come to summer camp as a 21-year-old, it was not my intention to meet a husband, father of my children, move to America. Like, I was just here for a young, free, single summer, and I had that. It was great. And actually, it was 2018 when Josh and I met and things really hit it off.
So this is the first place that Amber and I met in 2018?
Yeah, I said like we met in 2017, but we didn't really connect till 2018.
Yeah, but 2018 we had a little moment here.
Yeah, right on that. I was working right there on that crosswalk.
I was walking down and we just started chatting.
Yeah.
And we
did some of this, do you remember?
Yeah.
Which is we're doing a bit of this. It was all a bit weird.
Yeah, now think about it, it's definitely a weird thing to do. But we started playing like handsy with each other. And then I thought, maybe this could go somewhere. Maybe this is... But does she like me? I was like, does she?
And I was like, oh, he's a bit old for me. When were you, what, 2020? 28. And I was 22.
Yeah.
About to turn 23.
But that was the first like little inkling that there might be something,
yeah,
I guess.
And then it was, what, 3 or 4 weeks later that we went on this, our first date.
Yeah. So tonight we're going to go and recreate our first proper date when we have a babysitter.
Yes.
Camp, which is nice.
Yeah, very nice.
We're going to go to the same restaurant. Lovely little place called Table and Tap, right on the water. That was our first official date. And that was the beginning of the journey, shall we say.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go. We're here. Josh, do you actually know how to say the name of this place?
Cunningham Lake, I think.
Cunningham. It's the longest word you've ever seen in your life, other than supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and I've never been able to pronounce it. But anyway, we're here. There's just like a few tiny little things here. They have like a farmer's market sometimes. It's quite a cute little village, and it's right on the lake. So I'm going to show you into the restaurant, which is called the Local Table and Tap. One of maybe 3 restaurants here.
Yeah.
That are just like cute and local and casual and nice food. All of the food here is good. We've been eating here for, well, 10 years. Was this here in 2013? So we've been eating here for like 10 or 11 years. Josh has, and I 6 or 7 years. So we've tried pretty much everything. The poke bowls, the tacos are all really good, but we were both feeling fat tonight. So I've gone for a local burger, and Josh has gone for the ribeye special, 16 ounces of steak, and he says it's good.
I like meat.
He's already stuck in. These shoestring fries, I remember always being a favourite of mine. I've already had a bite and it's so delicious.
I think that was like...
I added the cheese, I added the bacon. And it's just everything that you're in a fat girl wants.
Maybe it's just like, yeah, they're both killing themselves.
And the fries are so good. And yes, I ate all of that food. My husband did not eat all of his food, so now I feel like a fat cow. So we've never eaten dessert here because there is a restaurant across the road called, ice cream shop across the road called Sticky Fingers, which is quite legendary, not just because of the amazing name for an ice cream shop, but we decided, since we're pushing the boat out, since we're balling now, not like in 2018, that we're going to have dessert here and dessert there. So we ordered a lemon tart because it was the only dessert on the menu that's not ice cream. It's raspberry lemon. Let's see what's like. That's good, you know. Oh my god, it's sickly. I definitely couldn't eat it on my own, but I'm sharing it with Big Daddy. What do you think? What do you think, Big Daddy? I didn't even show it to you before we looked into it. What do you think?
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Good. I know it's not your choice.
I'm a chocolate guy.
It was my choice.
I'm a chocolate guy.
But it's nice. It's fresh and fruity. I like it. I'm so unbelievably full, but there's absolutely no way that I'm finishing any meal here at camp without sticky fingers, particularly a date night. So we're walking literally across the street to this lovely little ice cream venue to get some ice cream that I really don't actually want, but I'm going to have it anyway. Just walked up to Sticky Fingers and they're closed. I'm so sad. We must have just missed it. It's only 8:30, but it is a Sunday and we are in the middle of nowhere. So there shall be no Sticky Fingers this evening. Sorry, Josh.
Wait.
Hold. Clarify. Oh, my heart breaks. My heart actually breaks. I'm going to have to bring Rory back here. Maybe I'll recreate date night with the produce of my husband rather than...
The produce of your husband?
Well, if I can't take you, he's probably the next closest thing to you.
The produce?
Should we go for a drink with our friends instead?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Damn it! A curveball on this not very well planned date night recreation. I'm glad we had dessert.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Friends. Tell the people about Friends.
Okay, so
Where to begin?
so it's basically the only bar near camp, and every summer they get bombarded with hundreds of summer camp staff, and it's been our place for tens of years, like a long time. So it's always been the place that I would go to on nights off from camp, or when you've got a day off, you go to this bar called Friends. And we always had a really good relationship with the owner of Friends, who was very welcoming and put on a lot of really good nights. Like we had lots of karaoke nights, and
so fun.
a lot of our best camp memories in terms of, like, I guess the experience,
social and the culture and the meeting people,
the experience of being a summer camp counselor abroad in America.
Yeah,
All
comes
of
from
those
this
best
little
memories come from this little bar
country
called
pub.
Friends.
Yeah, country pub is probably not the right way to phrase it, but
No, but
it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's in
and
the sticks. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, but it's a really nice little bar.
Yeah.
The staff are great.
It's like reasonably priced drinks.
Yeah, and it's just
Kind of like beer and spirit. That's about it. There's nothing fancy about it. No cocktails or anything like that.
no, and it's very American.
Very country
and that was
American.
like our very first
Cultural
taste of-
experience.
yeah, very first like taste of what it's like to, I guess, live in America
Yeah.
in some ways. But it's also the venue of pretty much all of my best camp memories, or my best memories in the last 10 years that I've been at camp, come from this tiny little bar called Friends. And I don't get the chance to go now because I've got like a real job at
Because
camp.
he's an adult now. I know. It's
But-
not. It's definitely not the same as it
not the
used to
same.
be. But yellow school bus, America. That's a chip bus. That must have just done a drop off of Friends.
Yeah. But
So-
I like to go back for nostalgic reasons. So I like to go
Absolutely.
see what it is.
Yeah, we know there's a few people there tonight because they've had like an easy day today before the kids aren't here yet. So it's not been too much of a stressful day. So we know there's a crew there just having like a little beer and an unwind. So we'll go and show our faces just for one, and then we'll call it a night. So this is a slight curveball because we definitely did not do this after our secret date in 2018, but it's definitely a big part of the camp culture. So we ought to show you.
Fingers, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not the ice cream.
We're just going for one. Mark my words. We're back home. It was way too loud to say anything there at Friends, but hopefully you got a couple of little clips. We're just walking back to our little cabin in the woods now, and then I will catch up with you whenever we make it to Sticky Fingers, because that's mandatory that I show you that. See you real soon. Right, Sticky Fingers. I've got a new date. It's the next day. I've got a new date because pretty much I'm not going to see Josh now for like 2 months because the hours of work at camp are crazy. So he's working all day, all night, and we just like passing ships.
Mommy, cars!
Guys, yeah.
Mommy, dad!
So we brought a new date to the ice cream shop, who is, you know, probably more excited than Josh, if I'm honest. So let's go inside. Freshest, most delicious ice cream. I can believe it.
Dad.
Here we go.
Mommy, please, car!
Oh, here's all the flavours. Look, Rory. Apricot, coconut, cappuccino, cinnamon, cookies and cream, dulce. Oh, dulce de leche is always my favourite. Yummy. Just
Bye, Mama!
bye, bye, mummy. Just waiting for the line.
No, like,
Yeah, we've got to wait for the line till it's our turn. Look, show everybody a cool t-shirt for date night. Purple rain, purple rain.
no purple rain, Mommy.
What about raspberry beret?
No.
Can you go raspberry beret?
No worry, Mama.
Show Daddy what all the flavours are. We got salted caramel pretzel with hot fudge sauce. Is it yummy? Yeah. Not gonna lie to you, I think
Like this.
Rory tasted the salted caramel pretzel and the dulce de leche, I think, are the only flavours I've ever had because they're just so delicious. I've never needed to try anything else. But you have to have the hot fudge sauce.
Baby.
And a kid's is plenty big enough. They put, if you want the hot fudge sauce, they put the kids in a bigger tub. And this is like a solid giant scoop of ice cream. Plenty for me and Rory to share. On date night. They're yummy. We're making a mess, but I've got wipes, don't worry. And we'll eat this up, listen to the sound of the river flowing, and then get back to camp and wrap up. So, a little bit of a staggered date night, but we made it. And that's it, I'm back home, Rory is in bed, and I've had a date night with both of my boys this week, so not bad going. Back at the place where it all began for me and Josh 6 years later. We live here, or in a different state, but you know, here nonetheless. So if you want to see a little bit more about camp and how you could come to camp, and a bit more of just what goes on here day to day, see the site, I'm going to do like a full tour of camp next week, so make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you again for watching. If you've gotten all the way to the end, I always say well done. And thank you, and I appreciate you being here and helping me on my mission to raise money for good causes. So until next week, I'll see you. See you soon.